Well, one project I know James Gunn is hoping will shine is the upcoming DCU Lantern series. He's been gathering some pretty great talent, and recently we got 2 big casting updates, one coming our way earlier today, and it sounds like we've got the love interest and the villain lined up for the series. So let's take a couple minutes to talk a little Lanterns, who these 2 big castings are, and maybe a little bit of speculation on the villain of the series. Well, the past week has been pretty busy over at DC, and we've picked up a couple of bits of casting news. Now, in previous weeks, we found out Kyle Chandler was going to take up the role of Hal Jordan. He's probably best known for Friday Night Lights, and Aaron Pierre, who most recently starred in Ruby Ridge, is the DCU John Stewart. Now, beyond that, we really didn't have a lot of other details until these new castings came up. We knew this was going to be set in the Midwest and involve some kind of mystery, with the series kind of inspired by True Detectives. Now, just a few days ago, we found out who the major love interest is going to be, and that will be Kelly Macdonald. Now, she's probably best known for playing parts in Trainspotting and No Country for Old Men, and she is taking up the role of Sheriff Carey. We know this is going to be set in Middle America, and she's likely the small-town sheriff, and apparently will serve as a love interest to Kyle Chandler's Hal Jordan. Now, since then, lots of other outlets have chimed in, and Nexus Point News was actually the first one to report on today's casting. Now, what they are saying is that Deadwood and Looper actor Garrett Dillahunt is joining the series and will play one of the main villains. Now, we did get a little bit of more information on who Dillahunt is going to play. Now, like I said, he will be the villain, but it appears this is not a character many people are familiar with in the comic. The character apparently is going to be named William Macon, and he is being described as a modern cowboy. It goes on to say he is a, quote, self-righteous, conspiracy-minded man who masked his ruthless ambition behind a charming and calculated facade. Now, this is probably a pretty great role for Dillahunt. He has a lot of experience playing villains. Like I said, he was part of Deadwood and Looper, both of which he played baddies, and then he was also in The Last House on the Left, where in that project he also played one of the villains. Now, at this point, all these pieces seem to indicate this really is shaping up to be some sort of small-town murder mystery, and I have to wonder how some kind of tinfoil hat cowboy could possibly stand up against 2 Green Lanterns. This suggests to me there's another big power at play here, and if Dillahunt's not playing the character, then it means they're yet to be cast or revealed. Now, typically Lantern villains stretch from all kinds of aliens to the Manhunter robots to even other emotional spectrums of Lanterns, and if I'm picking any of those, I feel like at a certain point, one of the other Lantern rings could possibly show up. Because I can't see anything else, this particular style of villain could stand on and face off with 2 fully powered Green Lanterns. Now, obviously this series is going to twist and turn, and given how great the Penguin is, I'm going to have a lot of faith in what James Gunn's doing, because the production for HBO is turning out great stuff, and it seems like the new DC Studios at least has their live-action series going right. We are hearing production for Lanterns kicks off in Q1 of 2025 in the United Kingdom, meaning the show is likely on track for a 2025 release. Nathan Fillion's Guy Gardner, who will appear in Superman next year, is also part of the show. We don't know how big of a part he'll have, and the creative team includes Lost and Watchmen creator Damon Lindelof, Ozark's showrunner Chris Mundy, and of course comic book writer Tom King. I am very curious how they're going to do a grounded Lantern series, but I'm going to give James Gunn and his team the benefit of the doubt, because they have to know how important the Green Lantern is to fans. It's been since 2011 since he appeared in live action, and we're way overdue. Now, before you take off, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, ring that bell for all the updates, and make sure you get every notification, because we do daily Marvel and DC content, and we don't want you to miss any news.